Hey everybody, Felix Staffelbaker here. I wanted to read an article by the Financial Times called Pope Francis Gives His Blessing to Council for Inclusive Capitalism. Alliance marks an embrace of big businesses and finance by the Vatican. December 8th, 2020 by Andrew Edgecliffe Johnson. In New York, Pope Francis is giving his blessing to a coalition of large investors, companies, unions, and foundations that are pledging to make capitalism less socially and environmentally damaging. The Vatican will on Tuesday lend its name to the Council for Inclusive Capitalism, whose members must commit to measurable action to create a more equitable and trusted economic system, including adherence to the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. The alliance marks an embrace of big business and finance by a head of the Roman Catholic Church who has warned of the idolatry of making profits one's only purpose and called unfettered free markets the dung of the devil. In a statement, Pope Francis said that a fair, trustworthy economic system that could address humanity's biggest challenges was urgently needed. The group's leaders had taken up the challenge of making capitalism a more inclusive instrument for integral human well-being, he said. The council's founding members, who will hold annual meetings with the Pope, include the managers of $10.5 trillion of assets, companies with a combined market cap of more than $2 trillion, and groups representing more than 200 million workers around the world. They include leaders of companies including Bank of America, BP, EY, Johnson & Johnson, Salesforce, and Visa. The investment group CalPERS, State Street, and TIAA are also members, alongside the Ford and Rockefeller Foundations, the OECD Secretary General Angel Gurria, and Mark Carney, the UN Special Envoy for Climate Finance. Neither the Vatican nor the CEOs I know need another meeting. We need action, and we need reform. We need to reform capital markets. Lady Lynn Forrester de Rothschild, the council's founder, told the Financial Times. The Pope's support was significant, she said, because it's a positive embrace of doing the right thing for capitalism, but it's also a challenge. She said that she has been confident that she could enlist leaders in business and finance to advance a more inclusive form of capitalism, but approached the Vatican because we needed more guidance. Recommended the members of the council have made individual commitments to their specific companies, funds, or foundations, and have agreed to a shared set of guiding principles pledging to create equality of opportunity and long-term value for all stakeholders. Marcy Frost, chief executive of CalPERS, said she was optimistic that the initiative would prompt meaningful change. In addition to the host of environmental, social, and governance pledges, which most large companies have made in response to public pressure, and the growing sums invested in ESG funds. I think it has the opportunity to get real results, she told the Financial Times. It has to be the real deal. It can't be something people verbalize, but there's no action to support it. The California Employee Pension Fund would look to persuade companies in which to invest to sign up, she added, saying that the council's founding members would also serve as influencers to get other companies to make similar commitments. Pope Francis first met with members of the Council for Inclusive Capitalism in November last year, telling them that the business could be a noble vocation if they worked for the return of economics and finance to an ethical approach which favors human beings. That was the Financial Times. Pope Francis gives his blessing to Council for Inclusive Capitalism, which is basically the Second Holy Roman Empire. Just want to put that out there. Stoffel Baker out.